How's it going everyone, Laserk here with a weekly tech update. Today we have some news about Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, 3080's availability as well as a scandal from MSI. Last but not least, AMD's Zen 3 launch event. Let's jump right into it. After a short delay, early access was initially planned to roll out on 30th of September, we can finally play Larian Studios' latest RPG Baldur's Gate 3. Even though the name might suggest it, this isn't a continuation of the original story from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, where we played as a child of Baal in the quest for saving or dominating the world. In this installment, we face the threat of mind flayers that have set out and attacked Faerun, kidnapped us, the player, and tried to turn us into a mind flayer. The game uses 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons rule set with some tweaks and changes that make it easier to implement into a video game. For any fan of Larian games, I can already tell you that this will be a must-have position. It has this unique Larian flavor that the Divinity series games had. The combat is turn-based, the story is pretty much non-linear, with a lot of exploring and side questing involved. Right now you can access Act 1, which offers around 20 hours of playtime. Since this is an early access, you should really cautiously consider buying the game, as it might be and probably will be full of bugs and glitches that make the game a bit less appealing. If you're looking for a finished product, polished near to perfection and don't want to deal with any of those issues, I suggest waiting for the final release. If, however, you want to get your hands on it as soon as possible and want to be a part of an epic adventure, you can do so by buying it on Steam or GOG. Another news from the gaming industry, the long anticipated Cyberpunk 2077 has gone gold, which means that the release date is set in stone. Cyberpunk has been 7 years in development with a few delays already, so players are really eager to put their hands on it. The game will be a combination of FPS with RPG elements, I guess the best comparison is Mass Effect, and will offer various ways of playing, hacking, melee, range and intelligent weapons all at your disposal. We have also seen the map of the world we will be able to explore, and it looks massive. The game will be released on November 17th, but it doesn't mean that the development process is finished. The QA or Quality Assurance team responsible for overall quality of the game is put to hard work, literally working 6 days a week, to make sure that the day one patch is waiting for you when you download the game. I just hope it's not like Modern Warfare with 150 gigs worth of download. Anyway, I'm very eager to play this game and share my thoughts with you when I do. Expect a lot of content from Cyberpunk 2077 when it launches. Bad news for anyone hoping to get their 3080 or 3070 to play Cyberpunk at high details with ray tracing. Looks like the availability issues will persist throughout the year and even to 2021. We already know that Nvidia delayed their 3070 launch to not repeat the fiasco that the 3080 launch was, but on top of that, the CEO of Nvidia confirmed that due to very high demand, the cards will have very limited availability. Nvidia is expecting the delays in shipment to last at least until 2021, which means that the holiday period might bring a lot of disappointed faces. Anyone hoping to get one for Christmas might want to lower down their expectations. Of course, there's still AMD, and I really hope that the Red team will be able to deliver where Nvidia failed. To make matters even worse for the 3080 market, it seems that one of MSI's subsidiaries, which is a company owned by the MSI themselves, was caught scalping their own 3080s and selling them for a highly inflated price, up to double the normal price. We can't really confirm or deny whether MSI knew about this happening, but a statement from the company itself is a bit lackluster and made a lot of people very upset with the company's policy. If you're not aware of this issue, one of the Redditors found out that Starlit, which is a brand registered under MSI, is selling brand new RDX 3080s with a highly inflated price, sometimes double the price of MSRP value, and MSI is claiming that it had no idea of this issue and promised to work on their internal policies to prevent such things from happening again. They also said that anyone who bought their 3080 from Starlit can get a full refund or a partial refund, which will cover the difference between the buying price and MSI's MSRP. Nevertheless, the company's reputation has taken a big hit, and it will take some time for the company to fully recover from this fiasco. AMD has finally shared official information regarding their Zen 3 architecture CPUs, and it's looking good, or bad if you're Intel. The company announced that starting 5th of November their new lineup will be available for purchase, starting with 5600X, 5800X, 5900X and the most powerful of them all, the 5950X. New architecture promises up to 29 increase in performance when comparing the 3950 with the 5950, Seems that AMD was also able to match and beat Intel's current 10th gen CPUs when it comes to performance in games. 5950X offers up to 11% more processing power than Intel's top-of-the-line 10900K. So far, AMD has shared benchmarks only for their high-end model, so in order to see how big of an improvement the 5800X and 5600X will offer, we will need to wait a bit longer. AMD also shared the prices for Zen 3 CPUs, starting at $300 for 5600X, $450 for the 5800X, $550 for the 5900X, and $800 for the 5950X. This is $50 more when compared to the last gen CPUs. We don't know when independent testers will be able to share their benchmarks, probably on the day of launch, so before you smash your piggy bank, let's wait and see whether the upgrade will really be worth it. A good thing is that a lot of motherboards with AM4 sockets and fairly new chipsets will offer support for the latest Ryzen CPUs. That's it from me, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, you know what to do, and if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to hear more news from the tech gaming world. See you in the next video.